Shop location, Kamuela, Hawaii. Big Island. Artist owned. Mahalos for watching. Well, let's go. Here we are. Elegant style, tribal for female. Feminine arm. Nice flow. We want to make sure it matches the arm really well and the body flow when she's standing natural. So I like to start off with the green pen. The green pen helps me lay out everything really roughly where I can draw over with a darker color. This is so I can kind of get the flow and everything correct, the way that it will sit nicely on the body. And then we kind of just lay out where everything is going to be, and then we kind of start from that point. So she also wanted a few specific designs. She's gonna want plumerias in this, but she wants a specific type of plumeria with a pointed edge, which I don't see too often in the wild, but hey, we're artists, tat wizards, you know how we do. We'll make it happen. I like to start off with making a little circle, and then in the middle of that circle, I like to do like a stick figure, like hands, legs, and head. But then that gives me the correct layout in the 5-star point to create the flower. So now that I'm finished with the green pen, I'll be using this red pen, fine tip pen. It stays pretty good there. Maybe I'll tell you what it is, maybe I won't tell you what it is, but it's what I like to use to finally get all the details in there and get a lot closer to that final line drawing that I'm about to tattoo. Now, do you folks think that this is called freehand or stenciling? Because I am making a stencil with this pen on the skin, but I am drawing it directly on the skin. This is a good topic of discussion. Do you feel like this is freehand, or do you feel like we're making a stencil? Leave your comments in the bottom. Let me know. So starting off, I'm using a Bishop Power Wand. It's a 5mm stroke. I'm also using a 9 bug pin, a 10 bug pin, 1009, and I'm also using a 0805 bug pin liner. My machine is on 7 volts for lining, and I really like this machine. It really makes the lines nice and saturated, packs that black. But if you know how to do it, you can also slow it down and shade. You will see at the end of the video that I do bust out some shade in the plumerias with this same machine. If you have this machine, let me know how you like it, or if you don't, Alright, if you have been following along, we are starting to fill in now. I like to use a 7 round shader, just a standard 12 gauge needle. And I'm still using the Bishop Power Wand Power Liner 5mm stroke. And this needle is the shader that I like to fill in with. We're still at 7 volts, but it packs a little punch in there and gives a good saturation for all the tiny little details. Then also I like to use the same needle sometimes to outline the outside edge of the flower so we can get that line weight difference. Makes a big difference when you're looking at the contrasting and the contour lines of the flower. Okay, here we are at the end of this tattoo. This is the final stage, the shading. We are using the Power Wand Bishop still, but we have the voltage set to a 6 and we're using a standard 9 curved mag. This machine puts the black in very quickly, so you have to go light. I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most pressure, we're more likely at a 3 and close to a 4 pressure wise, maybe even lighter depending on how your judgment would be. We're also using a medium gray wash pre-mixed from Dynamic. They work really well. They have a 4-stage system that works very good for all types of artists. That way you don't have to guess the tone. You can go directly to the tone that you were using prior. So we're doing a close-up on these plumerias that I had drawn on her arm. We're doing a light shade. Usually you want to go from light to dark because you can always add black, but you can't take away black. So if you start on the light spectrum and you add to the layers while you're going through, you can dip into the black and touch it and give that final depth and that little contrast that it needs in the center of that flower to kind of boost that swirl pattern out a little bit. Makes it look nice and soft and like it's curving into each other, so it doesn't look so much two-dimensional, even though the way I drew it was very two-dimensional. It does add an extra dynamic to the flowers that looks very nice when it's healed and very elegant, matching the female description of this tattoo. I do understand that this time lapse is pretty fast and quick. I'm trying to slow it down, but unfortunately I'm using my GoPro time lapse and it is really quick. So I'm trying to give the best information on the details that I'm doing while I'm going through it. So thanks for sticking in there and watching. I mean, it's pretty satisfying watching it happen so quick. But being able to have a slow vision of what's really happening when the needle touches the skin, we'll definitely get more into that as the videos progress. Mahalos. And here we are. This is her first tattoo. Personally, I think she sat amazing today. Check out all the details. Now remember, we drew this on the skin. So freehand versus stencil with a pen. You tell me. And that's it for this video, you guys. Let me know if you guys like this video or not. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the don't like. Any feedback's good feedback. Mahalos for watching, and until next time, let's go.